G'day guys, it's Jeff Ware here from BikeReview.com.au. I'm in sunny California, Los Angeles, in the Angeles Forest. We've just come through a really famous windy road up through the canyons and back down. We're here for the 650 twin shotgun launch. So, you know, last time I was here was actually 5 years ago, and it was for the Interceptor and Continental GT launch. There was the first Royal Enfield twin cylinder engines. The 650 blew us all away. As you know, it's become a global best-selling bike. You got the naked Interceptor version and the Continental GT. We then got the Super Meteor 650, which we went to the launch of last year. And then we had the Aussie launch earlier this year. You can read those reviews here, of course, and you can read the Interceptor and Continental GTs here and see the videos as well. So, of course, the next natural step for Royal Enfield, was it going to be a scrambler? Was it going to be a bobber? We really didn't know what was going to come next, and it's a bobber. So the main difference, we've got the same frame as the Interceptor and Continental GT, the same 650cc engine, 48 horsepower, everything's the same. The internals are the same, the gear ratios are the same, the cams are the same, the ignition timing's the same, the fuel injection, the mapping, the throttle bodies, all that's the same. The final gearing's the same as the Super Meteor, but the frame, engine, apart from that, everything else is different, and everything else is specifically designed just for the shotgun. So they've gone to an 18-inch front wheel, 17-inch back wheel with a 150 on the back, 120 on the front. As you can see, cast aluminium, but with a spoked look, bit of a spoked look. Same front brakes as the other 650s, bi-bray front rotor, bi-bray caliper, 4-piston caliper, ABS, dual channel ABS, shower, upside down, separate function forks, non-adjustable, but they're really well sprung and great damping, as I just found through the hills here. Twin rear shocks, also both shower, non-adjustable except for preload. They've been tweaked over the Super Meteor, so some improvements there, because the Super Meteor was bottoming out. This does not bottom out. Even with my fat ass on it, hitting the bumps at full noise up there in the canyons, it wasn't bottoming out, so that was really good. Ground clearance feels about the same as the Super Meteor 650. So you've got 90-degree angle here. You have rubber mounted foot pegs and rear brake lever. You've got this single saddle seat, you can see. There's a subframe that you can bolt on here with a pillion seat that also doubles as a luggage rack. We've got alloy handlebars, a big chunky billet top triple clamp, tripper navigation, and a digital / analog look central speedo and tacho with miles per hour and kilometers an hour over here. Conventional front master cylinder with span adjustable levers, which I haven't seen on a Royal Enfield yet. Span adjustable clutch lever as well. And these are accessory billet bar end mirrors, LED headlight, LED tail light, and LED indicators. So that's got all the goods on it. What's it like to ride? Well, it's got that same nimbleness as the Super Meteor 650 and the other 650 twins. It's got really quick initial steering, you know, and progressive lean from upright to full lean. It's very progressive all the way over. It doesn't drop on its side. Doesn't want to stand up mid-corner on the brakes either. So it's got a beautiful, sweet chassis, which all the new Royal Enfields have with this development team they've got. They're just fantastic riders. They do a really good job with the geometry. Suspension settings are on the firm side for a cruiser, but it suits this bike because it gives it that sporty, fun edge as well, which I can't believe I'm saying with a cruiser, that word sporty, but it is true. I'd say it's probably one of the best handling cruiser segment bikes out there. Ground clearance wise, look, it is what it is. I think I've been wearing the foot pegs right away on mine. Sometimes, you know, you just got to work your way around that on any cruiser. And I'll be honest, the way we've been riding them today is not how you would normally ride one. But yeah, look, enough ground clearance there to have plenty of fun on the bike. Brakes are good. It could do with a second disc, I think, on the front, but one's all right. You get away with it. You just got to give it a big squeeze. But there's plenty of good feel and modulation at the lever. ABS in the background, you don't notice it happening at all. The rear brake is a little sensitive and touchy. I tend to burn the rear brake up a lot, so I cooked mine a bit and that got it a bit more spongy, and that way it wasn't as jabby for me through the turns. But it's a really good rear brake in town as well. So when you're in the traffic, people that use a lot of rear brake navigating traffic will appreciate that rear brake. So will learners and newer riders. It's a very unintimidating braking package for new riders. Engine power, you don't feel the acceleration on this that you would on the Continental GT or the Interceptor, just because of the extra weight, 240 kilograms. Plus we're in high altitude here, so that makes it a little bit wheezy. There were some spots where it didn't want to pull 6th gear, but when I got on some flat bits, I tried to wind it out to work out what the top speed was. It's probably good for about 100 mile an hour or something like that. I mean, you're not going to sit on 100 mile an hour everywhere anyway. Seating position, I'm 187 centimeters tall. It's very comfortable. It's a good reach to the handlebars with a nice bend on my arms. My knees, you know, I've got pretty dodgy knees, so I didn't have any issue at all on that. There is a tendency to catch your shin and your calf a little bit on these foot pegs in town as we were coming through downtown LA. The mirrors are well positioned, but like I said, these are the accessory ones. The dash is easy to read even when it's backlit. The clutch is reasonably light, but take-up is in the last 5 or 6 millimeters, which was a little bit tricky around town to ride that friction point without stalling the bike. But overall, look, it's been fantastic so far. We've still got a bit more to do, a little bit more twisties and a little bit more freeway. On the freeway, it happily sits on 110 kilometers an hour, which is our national speed limit. No problem at all. You could sit on 110 all day. So it's not going to, you know, set the world on fire power-wise or acceleration, but it's comfortable and it'll do the job. Anyway, we've got a bit more to do, so we'll see you back in downtown LA and we'll wrap it up there. All right, guys, well, that's a wrap. We did 150 miles today, up through the canyons, a lot of urban stuff. Completely put it to the test. in all the conditions that it's meant to be used in. Honestly, it's not just an urban bike. It was really, really good up in the hills. They're getting good at this, Royal Enfield. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to jump on BikeReview.com.au and read my full written review. Take it easy. See you later.